the University of California, Davis for the second game of a four-game series between Team USA and Serbia, along with John Abdu. Greg Meskel here with you. John, Team USA and Serbia met last night in front of a packed house at the University of the Pacific. It was a 13-6 win for Serbia. Team USA now has an experience of one game. What do you expect tonight as we go into the second of four games?
You know, this has been a long week of training and games, and we're right in the middle of it right now. So I can expect Team USA to bounce back tonight with a stronger effort. But while they experiment with some new things here in the first half, but you can see some familiarity with their opponent and some comfort factor, and obviously, too, a little bit of jet lag disappearing after their trip from China.
Yeah, as John mentioned, not just games this week, but a lot of training, hours of training sometimes before each game, so keep that in mind. If you look behind us once we get started here, you'll notice a shorter course. Tonight's first half will have some experimental rules. Shorter course, 5 field players on each side, and a smaller ball. That'll take place for just the first half. As we look towards those rules, these players are not familiar with them. What do you expect to see?
Yeah, it'll be fun to watch as we see. There's been a lot of discussion amongst water polo coaches, water polo fans, water polo administrators as to how can we make the game a little more exciting? How can we encourage movement? How can we get some fan participation? Can we make the game just a little more exciting, maybe a little more TV friendly? So it'll be an interesting experiment for us to watch tonight, Greg.
Serbia and Team USA opening sprint coming up in the second of a four-game series here from UC Davis. Stay with us. We're back after this on CoachesAid.com. And welcome back, everyone, here to the campus of UC Davis, along with John Abdu. Greg Meskel here with you. About to get set for the opening sprint between Team USA and Serbia, and we'll take a look at the lineups for each of these squads as we get ready to begin. Team USA will come out in the white cap, Serbia in the dark. USA with Jon Sibley in the goal, Jackson Kimball, Alex Obert, Nick Carniglia, Danny McClintock, Connor Cleary, Josh Samuels, Brett Bonani, Alex Bowen, Nolan McConnell, Michael Rosenthal, John Mann, Nick Bisconti, and Ben Stevenson, coached by Dejan Udovicic. And for Serbia, their keeper, Gojko Pijelovic, Dusan Mandic, Živko Gocic, Savar Rangelovic, Milos Čuk, Dusko Pijetlovic, Slobodan Nikic, Milan Aleksic, Nikola Radin, Nikola Dedovic, Andrea Prelanovic, Stefan Mitrovic, and Branislav Mitrovic, and their head coach, Dejan Savic. And John, we saw first half last night at UOP. Team USA right there, especially through the first period. Fell a little bit behind in the second, and that was kind of the pattern as we moved towards the third and the fourth. I kind of wonder, as we look at these experimental rules here to start, is if that will kind of change the flow of things in the first half from what you'd see in a normal rules game.
Yeah, it'll be hard to tell. I mean, really, this is a true experiment in the sense that neither team has spent a lot of time practicing under these rules. The training that both teams have been doing this week has really not been centered around these new rules or this new structure at all. A lot of these players, obviously on both sides, the Americans just got back from the Intercontinental Cup in China, winning gold there in the inaugural FINA championship there. And a lot of the athletes on the Serbia team were playing in the Final Six of the Champions League in Europe. So, you know, a lot of these guys haven't been playing like this. So it'll be interesting to see how they respond to this new structure.
So this first half here, shorter course, 5-on-5 field players and a smaller ball. Now it looks like they have elongated the course here a little bit from what was initially set up before the start of the game. So it might not be as short as it was originally planned. But regardless, we're about ready for the opening sprint here. The officials in the first half will be Mark Moretsky and Haas Ortega. And then come second half, it'll switch to Steve Rotsart and Amber Drury. Great crowd on here at the Shaw Aquatic Center. Looks to be about capacity, sold out. They weren't selling any more tickets. You got fans behind the fence on the outside looking in here. So a great opportunity for some water polo here.
Yeah, pretty neat vantage point from where we're at. It's a sold-out crowd here in Davis. You got fans having to peer through the walls to see, and you can see the cows running in the back behind us there, Greg, in view. Davis is a unique, special place, so pretty cool to see some water polo here.
They better hurry if they want to make the opening sprint here.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've referred to cows being late for the game, so mark that down for those that are scoring at home. And
the cows look like they're doing wind sprints back there.
Yeah,
they're going back and forth. I guess they're pretty excited for this game to start.
They're in preseason right now. It's Hell Week for the cows. I'm really curious out of all these rules to see the smaller ball. And I don't know if anyone's really going to try and wind up and, you know, you don't want anyone to throw their arm out or hurt themselves. But you know that at elite level men's water polo like this, some of these guys throwing 50, 60 miles an hour, you give them a smaller ball and you just think of any other sport where you can really get a hold of it and wing it. And I wonder what we'll see.
Yeah, there seems to be some concern amongst the goalkeepers when discussing this new rule and of having a smaller ball. But, you know, it'll be also interesting, too, to see the creativity and the ball skills that a lot of these guys show with a bigger ball, but, you know, that they can display with a smaller ball in hand. You know, it's not something new to water polo. There's consistently been discussion of having a smaller ball for the men and a smaller ball for the women to, you know, be able to increase the creativity with the ball, different shot angles, different release points, and, you know, hopefully make this game a little more entertaining.
So we're about set here from UC Davis, Serbia, and Team USA, the second of 4 meetings. Saturday it'll resume at Cal Berkeley, 3 p.m. start there, and then Sunday it wraps at Stanford with a 3 p.m. finish. And we're underway, ball is in the water, and the opening sprint will be controlled by Serbia as they start things off here in the first quarter. And they'll get their offense going 5-on-5 here in the first half as Serbia starts out with Nikola Radin.
Yeah, 5-on-5, so there should be a lot more room to work, a lot more room to operate for some of the best water polo players in the world.
Quick turn and the lob try over the goal, and it'll come back to Jon Sibley. So the first opportunity there for Serbia is off the mark. And now here's Team USA quickly up in the counterattack. Going to be easier here with a shorter course. Bowen stopped, and then it's taken away. The steal by Rangelovic coming over for the takeaway, and now Serbia on the counterattack.
You see right away is some quick action. You immediately into the front court offense on both ends, so there should be quick offense as we see a big shot from the outside.
Nikola Radin putting it away, and Serbia just that fast on the board. And you shrink that course down underneath 25 meters, and you're going to see some pretty quick counterattacks. Guys can pretty much get near mid-tank and then unload.
Yeah, we're 38 seconds into the game, and we've seen 3 possessions already. One for the United States, two for Serbia. So again, you're going to see increased amount of possessions, increased shot attempts, so increased looks in front of the goal for a lot of these guys.
Here's Josh Samuels looking inside to John Mann. The catch and the turn, but he is triple teamed, deals it out. Shot clock to 14 for Team USA. Here's Bowen around to Samuels. He'll take a look back into Mann. The turn, the shot, the score. Team USA ties it at 1. John Mann connecting on the dish from Samuels.
Just a textbook shot out of 2 meters for John Mann. Receives the ball as it's coming to him off the entry pass, moving to his left and then shooting to his right, cross cage low. Beautiful play by John Mann.
And Team USA responding. 1-1, minute gone by here at UC Davis. Team USA and Serbia. Here's Rosenthal defending. Ball out on the perimeter now. Milos Chuk, he'll take a look. The right-hander winds up, fires, and puts it away. And just a laser into the back of the goal there. And John, we were a little reminded here before the game. You go back a couple of weeks to Fisher Cup down at UC San Diego. There was an exhibition featuring Team USA and some similar rules here. And that was a goal bonanza. So these rules tend to lend themselves. I don't know if the defense isn't trying as hard, but the offensive side of things tends to lead to an offensive explosion.
No, I mean the intent or the spirit of the new rules is to promote offense. Generally, if we want to make this a spectator-friendly sport, you want lots of goals and lots of offense. So we'll see how that goes. But as we see a big turn by John Mann inside and a big no call from the official.
Radin comes over to take that one away, and now on the counterattack, here's Serbia advancing the ball. Samuels defending in at 2 meters. Plenty of time on the shot clock here for Serbia as they set up. 6:12 to go. Entry inside, the turn, and able to put it away on the front doorstep. Slobodan Nikic putting it over the head. And a 3-1 lead now for Serbia. 6:09 to play, and a lot of subs coming on now for Team USA.
Well, Nikic is just so big and strong. We saw this last night, Greg. I mean, he's able to face up his defenders, create a lot of space for himself in front of the goal. So if they're able to get a dry pass to him or any clean look to him inside, he has the ability to finish him, as we see there.
Some changes here for the United States. Jackson Kimball coming on. Also see number 8, Brett Benani has checked in, entry inside. Looking there for Connor Cleary in at 2 meters. That pass got away from him and taken away by Serbia.
A whole new lineup in for USA. I guess they went 5 for 5 there in a full substitution. So interesting to see what these guys can do as we watch Benani now defending Nikic inside. A tough matchup for anybody on Team USA.
Ball near side, Obert defending. He scored the first goal last night for Team USA in the loss at Pacific. Entry inside, shot clock to 8. Turn, trouble here, and scoring with ease. It's Nikic with his second, and that 5-on-5 has definitely created some more room to move here for Serbia, getting an opportunity there to get open.
Yeah, it's really interesting from a tactical standpoint. Now your center has so much more room to work with in a 5-on-5 situation. So. And especially at this level, the international level, for some of you guys watching at home, you think, hey, that was a contra foul, maybe an offensive foul. Things go a little bit more physical on this international level. So if your center has that much room to work and that much room to be physical, you're going to see a lot of shots like that, especially from a world-class center like Nikic.
Here's Danny McClintock. Pass over to the side looking for Kimball. Ordinary called. It'll stay with Team USA. 5:16 to go here in the first. A 4-1 lead for Serbia. Benani trying to wrestle free. Ordinary. Shot clock to 4. He'll fire this one. A lot of bounce on that. Skips over the goal. Out of play. It's back to Serbia. Entry inside. And dealt back out. And Nikic, looks like he had a room there. Decided to pass it back out rather than shoot. And Serbia will work it around.
And Nikic just putting on a clinic inside of how to gain position at 2 meters. He's again, able to get away with a lot at this level, but he's so big and strong and also really aware of where the ball is at all times, where his teammates are as well.
Radin with the try from distance. That's off the mark. Wide right of the goal. Back into Sibley. And the United States, 4:38 left here. First quarter, 4-1 lead for Serbia in game 2 of 4 in this friendly series. Here's a look inside. Benani getting free. Goes the lob, but tipped away. Piatlovic getting a hand on that.
Yeah, you see Coach Dovicic clapping right now. You see, again, the intent of this in a 5-on-5 with lots of room. Brett Bernard went one-on-one on the drive, created some space for himself, got a clean pass from Danny McClintock, and would hope to finish the play, but also we want to see some driving, some offense in the spirit of these new rules.
Timeout called, and substitutions coming here for Serbia. 4:23 remaining in the first, 4-1, Serbia ahead. Packed house here at UC Davis, and an awesome crowd for some USA and Serbia water polo. And crowd's been reminded here, but worth letting the folks at home know as well. Portion of tonight's game and all games in this series, ticket proceeds going to benefit Serbian flood relief, and fans here and online also have the opportunity to donate money if they choose. So visit usawaterpolo.org, and there's some donation links that you can track down on the USA-Serbia homepage. And big round of applause here when that was announced early on. So glad to see everyone supporting that worthy cause.
Yeah, again, something that affects these guys, directly back home with family members and friends. So, they're here training and the show goes on, but they definitely have their hearts and minds back home with their family and friends.
Out of the timeout here, Serbia. Big tangle at 2 meters. Jackson Kimball getting his money's worth down there on defense, and it'll turn over and come back to Team USA.
Yeah, again, I was impressed with Jackson Kimball last night, getting a little more physical. Jackson's a young water polo player. He's young. His father was an Olympian for the United States as well, so he's got a great pedigree. He's got a big future ahead of him, but he's got a lot to learn, and you can see him just mixing it up and wrestling with these guys, getting a lot out of this experience.
Outside shot leads to the counter. Here's Alexic on the move. Goes cross pass from the outside. Score it for Serbia. Able to connect from the outside. That's Andrea Perlanovic. And it's a 5-1 lead now for Serbia. 3:43 to go here in the first.
Yeah, Perlanovic is already a world-class shooter. Give him a size 4 ball. You see how quickly the ball got off his wrist and was able to wrap it cross cage before Sibley could even blink. And you see him smiling right now like, I had no idea that ball went in. So this is it's a scary proposition when you give these guys a smaller ball.
Here's an inside look to Obert, but taken away. Defense coming, and Piatlovic takes it away. And yeah, anytime you give a already strong offensive team rules designed to increase offense, the results could be scary. Here's Serbia again, and right over the keeper's head. They bury an attack on another one. This time it was the left-hander, Dusan Mandic, connecting.
Yeah, and man, we saw Mandic last night score some beautiful goals from the right side of the pool. Does it here again. Really nice wrist release for him, and deceptive. Kept the ball behind him the whole time he was coming up, and when he released, too late for keeper Jon Sibley to react as it goes right over his head.
6-1, Serbia in front. 3:22 remaining here in the first as Team USA goes back to the bench. Michael Rosenthal has returned out of Miami, Florida, by way of USC. Has a rare distinction of having 5 NCAA championship rings.
We get our first look at Ben Stevenson out of Reno, Nevada, here, University of Pacific Tiger, getting his first minutes of the game tonight.
Stevenson, Team Vegas Henderson in the USA Water Polo Club system, and he'll take a look here from the outside and give off to Samuels. Outside shot over the goal, out of play, and it's back to Serbia.
Yeah, great to see the youngster Ben Stevenson get a shot here. Has been part of the ODP National Team Pipeline for a long time now, and getting a shot here tonight in Davis. Nice
defense there by McConnell. It's also cool when you see some of the clubs that haven't been represented on the national team, the senior team level, get a mention here for clubs like Stevenson and some other ones. Quick turn inside. John Mann puts it away, and that gets the crowd involved. And he hits, and that's his second goal, and he has both scores tonight for Team USA. They trail 6-2.
Yeah, 2 natural goals out of 2 meters already for John Mann. It's something for the young players to watch here. He's able to release off his defender to get the ball, and as he rises up to shoot, he shoots low. We talk about going high to low when you're shooting that close to the goal. The goalies are going to rise up, you shoot right under their arm, and another beautiful play by John Mann.
Serbia on the attack from the outside. The look inside, right in front at 2 meters. Sibley knocked it away momentarily, but couldn't hang on. And Prelanovic scores his second, so Serbia comes right back, 7-2. 2:19 to play here in the first quarter.
We still got 2:19 left in this first quarter, and we've already seen 9 goals. So one thing about this experiment and this new structure here is now there's a lot of stoppage time, almost like an NFL game where there's a play, and then it stops. With this many goals, there's a lot of stoppage of the clock. So something to consider as we take notes and analyze how these new rules affect the game of water polo.
And an exclusion. This will be called on Serbia. Power play coming here for Team USA. Prelanovic goes out. From the outside, that one off the bar. Rebound. Stevenson has a hand on it. It'll stay with Team USA, and a new shot clock on the 5-on-4 here. McConnell, that's stuffed there by Pialovic on the near side. And keep in mind in this match, exclusions won't be tallied. No one can foul out here. As sides come even again, 5-on-5. Couple of good looks there for the United States.
Yeah, and also, it's going to also be interesting to start seeing what formations you can create in a 5-on-4. Again, the teams haven't practiced this. There hasn't been a lot of time spent on this, but given the opportunity to, you might be able to create some more space and some different formations on the man-up opportunity in a 5-on-4.
McConnell looking inside for Mann. Defense is there. Here's Rosenthal. Tries to come near side. Josh Samuels with some fancy work. They're able to tap the ball back to himself and keep it alive. Into Mann. The lob and pulled down by Pialovic. 1:14 to play here in the first. 7-2. Serbia's in front. Strong start here for the Serbians. 2012 Olympic bronze medalist. Entry inside now. Triple team is there. And ball under is the call. On the near side, it's back to Sibley, and Team USA will have the advantage if they hurry.
Yeah, good awareness and quickness there by Stevenson, Rosenthal, and Samuels, all crashing in on 2 meters as the entry pass came in.
Here's John Mann again. The turn goes with a real high lob. Got a lot of air underneath that one, too much. And it goes over the goal and out of play.
Yeah, you can already tell the ability for these players to do a little bit more with the ball in their hand because it's a little bit smaller is interesting to see. A little more risk faking. Oh, and a little tip pass and beautiful play by the Serbians.
Prelanovic with a hat trick here in just the first period. 8-2. Beautiful interior passing there. 39 seconds to play in the first.
Yeah, the ball can move quickly. We were just talking about this. Smaller ball, so 2-3 quick passes off the hand, and Prelanovic finds himself wide open in front of the goal for another beautiful play. 3 goals for Prelanovic. We'll see how many he can put up tonight in this situation.
It's on pace for a big night. Here's Team USA and Connor Cleary. Make that Danny McClintock. And now Samuels. Mann again inside. He's scored all the goals tonight thus far for Team USA. Serbia keeping an eye on him. And here's a chance. The exclusion called on Serbia. 5-on-4 coming right now for the United States. Outside shot and score it. Danny McClintock putting it away from the perimeter. And Team USA gets one back. They trail now 8-3. 18 seconds left here in the first.
A smart move by McClintock to attack quickly on the 6-on-5, but credit due to Michael Rosenthal working hard on the drive to draw the exclusion. He's got plenty of room to work, using his quickness as an experience to create the man-up opportunity for Team USA.
Benani's return. John Mann will take a break. And he's right in there mixing it up. Benani comes away with the steal, taking it away from Mandic. And here's Sibley with just 4 seconds left. Samuels will take a look with 2. He'll fire, and that's wide left. Out of play. We come to the end of 1 after the first. All Serbia, a strong start there ahead of Team USA, 8-3. We're back to UC Davis after this. Stay with us. The site for game 2 of 4 in this USA-Serbia Men's Water Polo International Series, along with John Abdu, Greg Meskel here. Thanks for joining us on coachesaid.com and usawaterpolo.org. And there's a good look at Team USA and trying to regroup after an 8-3 first period that Serbia went ahead. And we're talking experimental rules here in this first half. Shorter course, smaller ball, 5-on-5. Thus far, it's benefited the offensive-minded Serbians. And, John, they've taken advantage here with a 5-goal cushion.
So something people have to remember, too, when you talk about a shorter course, you're going to get more possessions, more front court offensive possessions per team. So if you have a team who's incredibly offensively skilled like the Serbians, it's going to be harder for a team that's a little behind, like Team USA, in relation to that, to keep up goal-wise. So we see 8 goals in 8 minutes for Serbia as they just kind of dominate the offensive end of the pool.
About to get set here, and nice crowd here at the Shaw Aquatic Center. A lot of clubs represented in the area. Sacramento Water Polo Club, Davis Water Polo Club, a lot of clubs turning out here. A chance they don't get very often to see high-level international water polo here on the campus.
Yeah, and they're actually pretty excited right now. Davis Water Polo Club and Davis High School coach and club coach Tracy Stapleton in attendance, and a little home cooking for them with Nick Carniglia on the team. So they're pretty excited to see him on the roster, as looks like he's going to be starting in the second period right now for Team USA. So lots of excitement and a lot of inspiration for these young players to look up to Nick and all the young men on Team USA and Team Serbia as something they can emulate and strive for.
And we're about set for the opening sprint. Fans also here trying to get the wave going, which is a nice touch. Good crowd here, trying to get them all fired up. Try and root on Team USA as they're down 5, and we start off the second period here.
Yeah, great crowd here, Greg. Standing room only, everywhere you turn. So people piling in to watch this game tonight.
Serbia controls to start off the second. Nikola Radin has 1 goal already. He'll handle the inside redirect, easily done by Slobodan Nikic, his third, and Serbia picks up where they left off in the first. And it looks easy. It looks like they're just kind of soft tossing it around, but that is the result of experience and guys that have worked together.
Yeah, I mean, these guys have been playing with each other for almost 12 years now, under the guidance of some great coaches, including Coach Udovicic, who's on our side now, and Coach Safic over there, and playing for some great club teams. So there's a lot of chemistry and camaraderie amongst these guys before entering the pool tonight.
Alex Bowen. He'll give it a look after the ordinary fires, and too much on it. Goes up over the goal. Playing with a smaller ball here. Looks like a couple of the skips from Team USA, just a little too much on them. Yeah. On the other end, the look inside, and again, pushed home. This time it's Nikola Dedovic burying that one as the beautiful centering pass, and he was able to tip it home.
Yeah, so there's been some talk of, when you create a shorter course or have a different structure like this, whether or not it could potentially create parity amongst teams. So my response has always been to that would be no, because when you have a team that's as good as Serbia, that's like we talked about, a little ahead of the United States, and admittedly so by our coaching staff ahead right now, you're giving them much more fuel and firepower to kind of lay the wood, and this is what's happening right now as we see.
Here's Bowen. Obert pushed out near mid-tank. Shot clock to 5. Bowen will take a look. Backhand, there's a beauty from Alex Bowen, tossing in a backhand from mid-tank as the shot clock was to expire.
All right, if anything's going to get the crowd off their feet, it's a bar down, top shelf backhand from half-tank from Alex Bowen here. So cool to see that. You're down 7 goals. You got to try something new. Shot clock's running out, so maybe that'll give the Team USA some momentum and some excitement to get back in this game.
Bowen kept looking for the ordinary. It wasn't coming, and it was time to put something up. And not too often you get the green light on the backhand from the middle of the pool, but he put it away, and it's a 10-4 game now. 6:40 to go here in the first half, and now contra foul. So a chance here for Team USA to string together a couple of possessions. And now an exclusion in transition, and a power play coming. The exclusion goes on Slobodan Nikic.
And that's how quickly momentum can shift in water polo. Contra foul, exclusion after a big goal, and here we are, USA on the attack.
Bowen hard off the post, rebound, Obert puts it away. Alex Obert on the follow. Back-to-back goals from Team USA. They've cut this deficit down to 5. 10-5 with 6:23 to go in the first half.
All right, the coach's aid guys might have to help us out here. We got to clip these and send them to Sports Center tonight to get in the top 10. So both those real exciting goals for us. Rebound, quick release from Obert. Fun stuff to watch right now here in Davis.
There's an ordinary. Nikola Radin inside, and that's another turnover. This time it's taken away by Bowen, and USA on the attack. Looking to build some momentum here with 6 minutes to play in the first half. Here's Kimball. Bowen working inside Cleary. Skip shot from the wing and skipped out of play. Bowen looking to continue things for the United States, but too much on that one as it goes over the goal.
Yeah, I think that's fine here. This is an experiment, and trying to get some shots up, see if you can create some offense. And so, but you can see a little more white water from the Americans as they're excited to make this a game again.
Here's Radin. Looking inside. Goes to about 6 meters. Ordinary called. Shot clock to 8. Here's a shot. Outside, Sibley with the block. And gets 2 hands on that one.
I think Sibley's happy to get his first save of the night. It's tough to get stops when that ball's flying over your head. every 10 seconds or so. So hopefully this gets Sibley's confidence back up and start seeing him making some more saves like he did last night. The great game he had last night at UOP.
Bowen trying and skipping over the goal, but Piatlovic got a hand on that one, and it'll come back in at 2 meters. And a new shot clock here for Team USA with 5:13 to play in the first half, and Coach Jovicic will call for timeout with a 10-5 lead for Serbia. So a couple of goals here put together for Team USA to climb back into this thing and starting to take advantage of the rules in their own right, but still going to need a little bit more to battle back here, trailing by 5.
Yeah, so again, interesting aspect here, Greg. We've seen a lot of goals, a lot of actions already here in the second quarter, but only a little less than 3 minutes have gone by. And so we have 5 minutes left in the second quarter. So much can happen in 5 minutes of water polo, especially when you're talking about a shorter course here. So this is where some of the excitement builds, having this new structure and this new experimental rules.
Samuels on the perimeter. Here's McConnell. That's Nick Bisconti working in at 2 meters. Outside attempt and left of the goal and out of play.
USA exclusion, number 8.
And in transition, an exclusion. That'll be called against Brett Bonani, and now a power play here for Serbia. And a few fakes, and they fire and score, wasting no time. Milos Chuk, his second. And you should see just the confidence in this Serbian shooters. Normally we talk about the 6-on-5 and work the passes, move the goal out of position. Chuk, a few fakes, firing on his own, and the confidence to put it away.
Yeah, and we talk about the ability to attack quickly on 6-on-5, raising your percentages, and but Chuk, one of the best shooters in the world, and you see him wrap around the blocker to get the near side goal there on the power play.
Samuels. Bonani back in after the exclusion. Lost his hat there. He's taking a beating. And a double team, no call. And taken away. Fans don't like that one, but we're going the other way now. Serbia on the move. Here's walking in. Dedovic buries it. So Nikola Dedovic taking care of business right there. He takes it away from Bonani with force and then goes the other way and puts it in the back of the net.
Hey, water polo can be confusing sometimes, right? So Bonani just got hit in the head about 4 or 5 times, getting beat up on the perimeter, but no call, no foul, and it results into a turnover and a counterattack the other way for the Serbians. And so, again, this is a training experiment and a lesson learned for this young Team USA, but they're going to have to learn to handle the physicality and the different type of officiating also on this level than maybe what you would see on an NCAA or CIF or club level.
Yeah, you brought up a point I was just thinking about. Had you seen that same play unfold in a MPSF game, someone might be out for the match.
Absolutely. That could potentially be a brutality. You never know. So, again, just to clarify for fans watching on TV, our rules tend to be somewhat confusing, and this is a chance to understand that.
Exclusion on Serbia and a 6-on-5. Or rather, a 5-on-4, and putting it away is Michael Rosenthal for his first. And Team USA makes it 12-6 with 3:53 to go after the exclusion on Serbia and Dusko Piatlovic.
Yeah, Nolan McConnell stay on his legs, faking hard, locking the goalie, cross pass over to Michael Rosenthal, who stays patient, shoots low cross cage, and 6-12. Team USA down by 6, but 3:50 still left here in the second quarter.
Serbia back on the attack. Rosenthal defending. Double team comes. Dealt out. Plenty of time on the shot clock for the Serbians. And that pass knocked away. And then a contra foul regardless. So a steal was coming, but a contra foul is called. And Team USA will be up on the counterattack. Here's Sibley ahead to Rosenthal. Comes near side. Moving in Bonani. He'll take a look. Skip it near side to beat the keeper. Brett Bonani is on the board. And Team USA trails 12-7 with 3:24 to play in the first half.
Good counterattack there from Team USA. Seen Brett Bonani do this a million times. Gets big up on his legs, has the ball up high, and just stuffs it near side underneath the goalie's arm. And that's a ball that any goalkeeper would like to block. But that's tough to do when you got a guy like Brett Bonani throwing the ball as hard as he does and as skilled as he does under your arm there.
We've seen about a quarter and a half now of this format here with the rules. Are you seeing either team do anything differently in the way of executing their offense besides, of course, countering, maybe attacking a little quicker?
No, not really. I think both teams are, having some fun as you see a no-look backhand pass in the 2 meters. I think those are the things we're seeing differently. Some quick wrist passes and some, different release points from the shots, and just at ease putting the ball away.
That's Stefan Mitrovic burying it after the exclusion on McClintock. So that a 6-on-5 goal for Serbia, and they push the lead back out to 13-7, 3:03 to go. And that's the other thing we touched on with the rules here. These become marathon quarters.
Yeah.
With the amount of goals.
Probably at this point, if we're playing a little differently, we'd probably be somewhere in the third quarter right now, in terms of time and pace. But this can take a little bit longer as we see a lot more scoring and a lot more offensive attempts.
Here's Nick Carniglia firing, save there, Pialovic, but it'll go out off the end line and come back in at 2 meters and a new shot clock.
You hear the crowd getting excited at Carniglia getting a look, getting a shot off.
Nice feature on Carniglia in the Lodi News this morning. Thrilled to see one of their own playing up here with the senior team, getting a little taste of this at the senior level this week in this Serbian series. Here's Stevenson. McClintock inside, tipped around. The follow attempt blocked there by Pialovic on the try by Visconti. Almost found the back of the cage.
Yeah, Visconti trying to get his first cap here. First time playing with the national team, and almost got his first goal of the week here. That would have been exciting for the youngster.
Serbia fires from the outside. That's off the mark, and it's back to the United States with 2:10 to go here in the first half. A 13-7 lead for Serbia. We're here at UC Davis. John Abdu and Greg Meskel here with you on coachesaid.com. And there's a dangerous pass taken away by Mitrovic, and Serbia will take over and control with less than 2 to play in the first half. Long outlet pass now ahead of the field, 1-on-none. A variety of fakes, and then stuffing it into the corner. Dusko Pialovic, his first, and a 14-7 lead.
And that's something you wouldn't normally necessarily see in a 30-meter pool. Goalie able to make a long outlet pass hand-to-hand right in front of the cage to his teammate. So a little bit easier to reward a counterattack in the shorter course.
(14-7), Serbia in front. And Team USA back at it. Trying to go inside on the entry to Visconti. That's batted away by Serbia, and they're on the attack. There's Serbia on the move, again ahead of the field. Had an option weak side. Defense comes over in the form of McClintock.
And you see a lot more of the players tipping the ball to themselves, with the smaller ball. They're able to do a few more creative things, a little more no-look on their passes as they have a lot more ball control here.
Here's Stevenson now on the counter after the offensive foul, moving in unguarded. Stevenson on the attack, puts the brakes on, deals middle. Few fakes, fire and score for Jackson Kimball as he buries it on the assist from Ben Stevenson. And the United States makes it 14-8 with 1:09 to play in the first half.
I like the patience from Stevenson on the counterattack, locking the goalie. Could have tried to go a high-risk pass to Visconti in front of the goal, but knew they had the second line advantage, waited, made the appropriate pass, and easy goal for Jackson Kimball.
A little over a minute to play here in the first half. Keep in mind, third quarter will go back to traditional water polo rules. Outside try there is off the mark, regular size ball, 6-on-6 in the field, and the regular course length. Long outlet pass, they try and get it to Visconti. He is swallowed up, and now Serbia going to have the advantage here, 2-on-1.
Dangerous pass from Sibley, just throwing the ball in the middle of the pool to the youngster. Center Visconti, that's a really risky move, and it turns into a 2-on-1, but luckily he gets a save.
Mitrovic tries to go behind his back on that shot attempt. The rare off the water behind the back, you don't see it every day, and stuffed there by Sibley, but then Serbia able to get it back from Team USA. And there's another backhand try, and Sibley's there for the block. 25 seconds left here in the first half. Shot clock is off, and Team USA can play for the final shot, although the way things have gone, you figure that might not be the case. 14-8, good look. And unable to gather it, Visconti gets it back, and then puts it in, no goal. He was inside the 2 without the ball and lost it off the end line there.
9 seconds left in the quarter here.
14-8, here's Serbia with a great chance, and they put it away. Unguarded on the other end, Prelanovic puts his 4th in. It's a 15-8 advantage with 4 seconds to go here in the first half.
You can see the last couple of minutes here, Greg, the wheels have kind of fallen off the wagon. Players trying some different things, but a little fun to see some different creativity, some backhands, some different shots you may not be able to see in a normal game. So 23 goals here in the first half.
Shot attempt stuff there on the field block by Kimball, and we come to the end of the first half. A high-scoring affair with experimental rules in place. Serbia ahead 15-8. We'll go back to the regular course and the regular ball, and 6-on-6 in the third. And we'll take a break. We'll come back after this. Stay with us here from UC Davis. We're back after this on CoachesAid.com. And we're back here at the half, about set for the start of the third between Serbia and Team USA. A 15-8 advantage for Serbia, but the decision has been made to put zeros back on the scoreboard, and we're going to start fresh here for the second half. And as announcer and UC Davis men's head coach Dan Layson just announced, 1 half for all the marbles.
Yeah.
So that's what we'll get here, and so now we'll see. This is what we saw last night at Pacific. But we'll get it for just the second half with traditional FINA rules here in men's international water polo. We'll also get 2 new officials, Amber Drury and Steve Rotzart, 2 of the top-rated referees in USA water polo and internationally as well. And we're underway with the opening sprint controlled by the United States.
Yeah, we said 1 half for all the marbles, and the marbles are the most important thing. So,
I wonder if anyone consulted Serbia on that. They built a nice little cushion for themselves.
Yeah. There was a large cheer from the crowd when they said reset the score. But, you know, you look after watching that course at 25 meters, you look at it now at 30 meters, and almost looks like we're looking at the ocean. You know, it's a picture of the Pacific Ocean and a few guys playing water polo in it right now.
Yeah, you're right. This is definitely looks much larger. And more traditional, back to 6-on-6 here as we get things started. Serbia with their first chance on offense here. Looking inside, but an easy steal there for Obert. A little miscommunication, bad pass there by Chuk, and Obert waiting for it, takes it away.
Yeah, and I think you see both coaches now standing up and coaching and using this. This is a half that, you know, for Team USA, it's not like last night where maybe they could stay close in the beginning and third, fourth quarter, it could trail away. They could play for a half and see if they can pull off the upset.
Here's Samuels. And there's a good look at Coach Dovicic as the teams have switched ends here. They'll look inside for Connor Cleary. That's knocked away. Taken back by Serbia, and they'll start things off on the offense. About a minute gone by here in the third. We're scoreless, USA and Serbia. If you're just following along here, we did reset the score here in the second half after an exhibition first half. And nice steal there by Nolan McConnell, able to make the theft on the near side, and now USA on the move.
Yeah, counterattack opportunity for Team USA. Nolan McConnell with a steal as you see a 5-on-4 counterattack generating for Team USA.
Rosenthal was open there, way down on the far side, couldn't get it to him. Now here's Obert filling the middle.
Again, still a small advantage. Just a force early there from Obert. They still had a counterattack opportunity. When you force something early like that, this is what happens as you see Nikic on the one-on-nobody.
Here comes Nikic ahead of the field. Benani giving chase, easy exclusion call there as he tried to go over his back, and now a 6-on-5 chance here for Serbia.
Yeah, that's what happens. We talked about this last night. Any force early on in offense leads to counterattacks the other way.
Great field block in close, Nolan McConnell. So McConnell has done a few things here defensively. Yeah. Very nice in the second half.
Yeah, big steal and a big field block from the lefty. And so great to see some defense on the right side of the pool there for Team USA.
McConnell from Laguna Beach plays at Long Beach State. Here's Samuels looking inside for Bowen, but too many defenders in the way. Here's Rosenthal. Shot clock to 3. Rosenthal give it a look from the outside and knocked out of play. Saved out by Serbia. Pialovic, it'll come back in at 2 meters, and a new shot clock now for the United States.
Yeah, sometimes you see players make big defensive plays, and it translates to some confidence on the offensive end. So it'll be interesting to keep watching Nolan here, the Long Beach State 49er on the offensive end.
On the perimeter, Rosenthal. Cleary working inside, trying to get free. He does. And draws a penalty. Connor Cleary working inside, draws the penalty on Rangelovic. And here's a chance for an easy one and a chance for Team USA to take the lead here in this third period.
Big, strong move by a big, strong guy, Connor Cleary. You know, the Santa Barbara native, Goleta native, more specifically. Makes a strong move to the goal, and the only thing left there to do is to take the penalty.
Bowen, stuffed. What a save. Taken back by Serbia. Pijelovic there on the denial, and we remain scoreless. 5:05 to go in the third.
Yeah, the brother Pijelovic just making his move to the right and swallows that hole. But, you know, again, good offensive possession for Team USA to draw the penalty and create that opportunity for themselves.
Entry inside. A battle and an exclusion called on Team USA. It will go on Obert, and here's a power play for Serbia. Serbia on the attack. To the top of the perimeter, a few fakes. No look inside, redirect, score it for Rangelovic as he puts it away. And well, we know we have a lot of folks, up-and-comers, watching this one. That's probably not the move you want to start with when you're working on your 6-on-5, but beautifully done here by the Serbians.
Just great teamwork. You know, 4-2 pass on 6-on-5 is actually a pretty traditional look on 6-on-5, as long as the player on the post is moving, aware, going over their hips for the ball. But beautiful pass from Ray Dean as he stays on his legs, no looks, and creates a nice lob pass inside to the two posts for the goal.
.437 left in the third. 1-0 lead for Serbia as they strike first. So you see a bit of a momentum swing here as Team USA blocked on the penalty on one end, and then Serbia comes down and converts on the other. Samuels looking inside. John Mann, and he'll draw an exclusion. This will send Serbia to the side, and Rangelovic. And a power play opportunity here for Team USA. So going back to the traditional rules, we've seen a much more traditional game. Center focus, some 6-on-5s drawn. McConnell. His attempt off the bar and out of play. Back into Serbia, and they'll call for time as sides come even. Timeout called. 4:07 left in the third. A 1-0 lead for Serbia.
A beautiful entry pass to start that offensive set for Team USA from Josh Samuels. Inside John Mann, they draw the exclusion, and again a high percentage look. Nolan McConnell stayed on his legs. He does a really good job of keeping his balance, staying on his legs. For any young lefty out there watching, watch number 10 on Team USA, as well as Mandic on Team Serbia. Lefties that just stay on their legs, have great balance with the ball, good vision to the opposite side of the pool, and our offensive threats as well.
1-0 lead for Serbia. They were ahead 15-8 at the half, reset things. And started at 0-0 to start the third after we moved away from the experimental rules, and now Serbia ahead by 1. Here's Prelanovic. Inside, goalie out, and an easy score. Sibley came out to attack and able to put it away right in front. Pijelovic for his second.
Yeah, Pijelovic, I mean, you know, brothers with the goalkeeper here on Team Serbia, family affair. 3-on-1 and still able to score the ball. Almost looked like he was still playing with the size 4 ball they were playing with in the first half. He's just got great hands and great strength and good wrist and forearm strength and able to put it away.
And a little gamble there by Sibley.
Yeah, you know, if you take that risk, you gotta really be confident that you're going to come out and be able to take that ball, because knowing that if you come out of the cage as a goalkeeper, you're giving up that easy goal.
Exclusion on Serbia. Great chance here for the United States. 6-on-5 coming. Gocic going out. Near side. Here's McClintock. Bowen takes a look. He'll fire off the bar, and the rebound controlled by Serbia.
Yeah, a little bit of a broken 6-on-5 the whole way there for Team USA. A little confused at the beginning as to what side they want to be shifting to, and then Bowen, after 2 fakes, sinking in the water, still takes the shot, a low percentage, and as we see him get the steal the other way.
Defense there from Bowen, and you can see we mentioned some of the younger players coming up for this series, Carniglia, Bisconti. Some of the older players out there, Bernani and Bowen, able to kind of educate and coach in the water, get the ball on the right side, kind of show them some of the ropes here, so to speak, for guys that have been on Team USA for a couple of years now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a huge learning experience, and it also is going to affect some chemistry issues. How many reps and minutes have Carniglia and Visconti and Stevenson played with all these players this year yet? And it's been zero, really. So this is just a learning opportunity.
Obert gets his own rebound, moves in, gives to Bonani. He's stopped. Couple of saves. Beautifully done there by Pialovic, and now Serbia on the other end. 2:29 to go in the third. 2-0, Serbia ahead. And that pass knocked away. Carniglia comes up with a steal.
Yeah, Carniglia with the steal. We're seeing some defense here as you see some frustration from Coach Safic there. A little sloppy with the ball, maybe taking a big high risk, and that's not normal for the Serbians. They like to play conservative water polo, and possession water polo is USA on the attack.
Bowen looking inside. Mann, the turn and the score. John Mann has Team USA on the board. 2-1, 2:01 remaining here in the third, and much needed goal there for Team USA.
Yeah, stop the bleeding, right? It's a 2-0 lead. It's a manageable game. You needed to get the next goal. Team USA does so, and John Mann gets his third natural goal out of 2 meters tonight, his first of this second half. Again, he does a great job of, after he creates separation, he puts the ball low and hard on the water, like textbook 2-meter play again from John Mann.
And Mann will check out. And some substitutions now for the United States with 2 minutes to go here in the third.
You know, John Mann, the captain, serving as captain this week, the elder statesman, born in 1985. You know, a young man in general, but you know, he may as well be called uncle or and/or grandpa for some of the guys on the team right now.
And he's the guy that stuck it out. He was one of the last to be cut for that Beijing team, and then Rome again, one of the last guys on the outside looking in, and didn't pack it in, stayed with it, and broke through in 2012, making that Olympic team. And how things change now, he is one of, on this group, he is the veteran. He is kind of the, to your point, the elder statesman.
The elder and the captain, and really a great role model for young men and young water polo players out there with his resiliency and his ability to stay focused all these years.
Kimball excluded. Here's Serbia. Tipped out. It'll be a new shot clock for Serbia. And not to mention Mann, who national champion, Catino Award winner at Cal, also had to kind of redefine what he does. He was a guy that a little bit more on the perimeter in his college days, and Coach Adovicic has really, as there's a nice save by Sibley, said you're going to be the 2-meter guy, and has really made him into a full-time center, and now it's what he's doing, not just here, internationally as well.
Yeah, he's a world-class center right now, playing for Club Red Star in Serbia. In fact, a lot of his teammates wearing blue caps tonight, so a lot of familiarity for him, but gaining a lot of experience on the world's largest and strongest stage of water polo in Serbia.
Exclusion called there on Serbia. Timeout, Team USA. They'll have a 6-on-5 coming out of the break. 1:08 to go here in the third, and a 2-1 lead for Serbia. And what a difference a half makes here. It was a real shootout in the first half with the shortened course, the smaller ball. 15-8 goals coming everywhere, and now a defensive struggle here, so to speak, at 2-1 with a minute left in the third.
Well, again, how many more opportunities do you want to give a team with so much offensive firepower like the Serbians? And so when you go in the smaller course, smaller ball, they're gonna score a lot more goals, and that's pretty exciting for all of us. But when you watch the game here, the 30 meters and a 30-second shot clock almost neutralizes everybody, puts everyone on a similar playing field. As a good time out there, though, by Coach Adovicic to get his team organized and to try to get the equalizing goal with a minute left here in the third quarter.
2-1 lead for Serbia. Here's the United States on the power play attack. Looking inside to Mann. Double team is there. Here's Samuels. He'll give it a look. Few fakes. Goes far side Bonani. Now back near side McConnell. Bowen. Bonani. Make that Samuels. He'll give a few fakes. Here's Bonani. Lost the handle. It comes to Mann. Almost was able to redirect. His sides come even, but Serbia will take over.
Yeah, not necessarily how they drew it up. Ball kind of slips out of Bonani's hands there. Although had he had some control, he may have shot that ball low cross cage, is what looked like was on his mind, or would have shot through the ball to John Mann on the three-post for the redirect.
Here's Serbia now on the attack. Bowen defending, and an ordinary call, nearly a steal there. 25 seconds remaining, 11 on the shot clock for Serbia.
Yeah.
And they'll turn it over.
And a little bit of confusion there if you look at Coach Safic, and an ordinary foul inside could have been a penalty. Then you see the contra foul right afterwards, so good to be on American soil right now for Team USA.
10 seconds left in the third. Shot clock is off. Last chance here for Team USA. Here's Benani. Gives to Bowen. Crowd counting it down. Bowen puts it away from the outside. We're even at 2.
The redirect for the game-tying goal with 1 second left in the third quarter. You got to put it up. Nothing to lose there. Redirects off the shot block. Pietlovic can't keep up with it. We got a tie game, Greg.
Alex Bowen hitting. He's put away a couple from deep in this one, and with 1 second left in the third, we're all knotted at 2, USA and Serbia. Team USA struggled to keep Serbia down to the end of periods last night. Final chance here. They knock it down over with the field block, and we're headed into a final 8 minutes and a tie game. 2-2, USA and Serbia. We're back to UC Davis after this. Stay close on CoachesAid.com.
Serbia 2, USA.
And welcome back poolside. John Abdu, Greg Meskel. Thanks for joining us here on CoachesAid.com and USAWaterPolo.org. Don't forget, we'll have the final 2 games of the series available here free at Cal on Saturday, 3 p.m., and Stanford on Sunday, 3 p.m. So if you can't make it out to the pool, be sure to join us here on the internet, on the webcast. And a nice crowd here on hand. And John, we've seen the fans coming back and forth. So many clubs and high schools represented here. Christian Brothers out of the Sacramento area. And then also we've seen new clubs that are starting up, classic clubs that have been around for years. You just see a whole variety of people coming out to support, and I have to imagine the trend will continue as we get on to Cal and then to Stanford. Yeah,
absolutely. I think this is a unique opportunity for young water polo players in the Central Valley and Northern California in general as we go to the Bay Area on the weekend to watch some high-level water polo and learn and enjoy the game that they love and have played growing up.
Opening sprint controlled by Team USA. Final 8 minutes here. We're tied at 2, USA and Serbia.
Yeah, we got 7 minutes left in this game. It's going to be some exciting stuff. If you're watching the Heat and the Spurs right now, maybe take a break for 7 minutes, watch some water polo, and tune back in for the fourth quarter of the NBA Finals.
We presume everyone's going second screen. Heat, Spurs on TV, us on the iPad.
Absolutely.
The phone, the computer. So
multiple devices on right now, with lots of good, exciting sports going on.
Outside shot there from Samuels. That's blocked, and Serbia will take over. 30 seconds gone by here in the fourth. We're tied at 2, USA and Serbia. Touched on it last night. Team USA looking to break his streak here. Has not beaten Serbia since the 2008 Olympic Games.
So we see Radiant with the ball, and we see Nikic again posting up inside and rips the backhand. Unbelievable.
Puts it away. Fending off the 2-meter defender Jackson Kimball. Nikic buries it, and Serbia in front 3-2 with 50 seconds gone by here in the fourth.
So before I could even say Nikic inside, posting up, working on Kimball, he gets the entry pass and just rips a backhand low cross cage. Young centers should be learning about shooting backhands out of 2 meters. If they do, shooting cross cage is one of the higher percentages way to go as the goalie's blocking near side, on the opposite post here. So Nikic again putting on a center clinic for everyone to watch.
Benani, here's Rosenthal. There's Cleary looking to battle in at 2 meters. Samuels takes a look. And then an exclusion. We saw Benani get hammered earlier in the match. No call. This time an exclusion is called against Serbia and Dedovic. And now a power play here for Team USA. Here's McClintock. Samuels. Swings to Benani, and he'll put it away into the goal. Partially stopped, but it got through enough to count. We're tied at 3 as Brett Benani delivers on the power play.
A good 6-on-5 for Team USA. Patient, a strong passing, everyone locking the goalie, and then get it to your shooter over at 1 to put it away to tie the game. 6:30 left.
Such a different feel here in this second half. Close battle between these two teams after a high-scoring first half with adjusted rules, shorter course, smaller ball, and been a bit of a more even match now here in the second half as we're tied at 3. 6:33 to go in the fourth.
And both coaches are using this as a training and preparation week for some major competitions coming up. Team USA preparing for World League Superfinals in Dubai just shortly here, starting on June 6th. So, yes, they had some fun playing with the experimental rules, but this is the game that they need to prepare for here that's going to prepare them for the Olympics and World Championships coming up, all the big events over the next 2 years.
Outside shot tipped out by Sibley. It'll come back in at 2 meters. And you touch on the experience. Every time you talk with Coach Dovicic, he always talks about the gap between Team USA and the countries ahead of them is game experience. They just don't have the reps as a unit playing in high-level matches.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're going to embark. We talked about them going to Dubai on June 6th for the World League Super Final. Then they're going to stick around and go to Romania for some training, go to Hungary for some training, go to Germany for a little training, come back. So they're going to spend a lot of time this summer. Team USA is in Europe playing against some of the best in the world and using that experience to prepare themselves for the future.
Under 6 to play after the turnover. USA on the attack. Looking inside to Mann. He has the turn, deals off to Bowen, who gathers. Stopped on the near side and taken away by Serbia.
You know, Alex tried to go over the head of the goalkeeper there, coming at a bad angle. Could have shot low cross cage, maybe get a tip out, you know, potentially get the goal there, but shoot the ball near side, you're going to get stuffed, and here comes the counterattack the other way for Team Serbia.
Shot clock to 7. Serbia outside shot. Not sure anyone was ready for that one. It bounces off of the crossbar and Sibley controls. Sibley advancing to 5 meters, takes a look. Just over 5 minutes to play here in the fourth. We're even at 3 between Serbia and Team USA. Here's Bowen without his cap. Near side, ordinary there. It'll stay with McConnell. And now a timeout called by Team USA. Serbia was looking to send a couple of players down, and it's like Team USA canceled that out with a timeout.
Yeah, Coach Dovicic wisely calls a timeout, seeing that the counterattack's going to come the other way for Serbia. But now you got 5 seconds on the clock. You still have an offensive possession. He's able to make some substitutions, and we'll see how they strategize the rest of this game here. Tie game, still trying to go for it.
Yeah, tough to operate here if he has a 5-second play drawn up here to work for the United States. He'll go to the bench as well. John Mann will come out.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to give up the possession and just make sure that they didn't get countered. And a lot of being on offense in water polo is, can you not get countered the other way? And that's what Coach Dovicic was worried about there. So you see Team USA dumping the ball, you know, giving up the possession, but they're able to play 6-on-6 on defense now and try to get a stop right now.
Serbia takes over after the dump. 4:44 to go in the fourth. 3-3 game. Entry inside. Ober tangled up. Defenders coming. And a steal. McClintock comes up with the ball to take it away. And now the United States will push the tempo. Here's McClintock. He'll walk it in. No one in front of him. Defender trailing. Knocked down from behind. Gives off to McConnell. To Obert. Entry pass inside. And an exclusion called. Connor Cleary working in there. Draws that on Gocic. And now a 6-on-5 chance here.
A good position there from Connor Cleary at 2 meters. Able to draw the exclusion. Power play for Team USA.
Here's Benani. To McConnell, just gets to him. To McClintock, swinging around. Comes back to McConnell. Shot clock to 11. Under 4 to play here in the fourth. Couple of dangerous passes. That one goes over the top, comes to Benani. Sides are even now. Obert in at 2 meters, and Benani will dump it aside. So Team USA conservative here on offense, trying, to your point, John, to avoid that counter.
Yeah, that's the name of the game on offense in water polo, particularly in a pool that is 30 meters long. Anytime you are risky or take bad shots or bad passes on offense, you're giving up a counterattack the other way. Plenty of room to swim and create space for yourself on advantage.
Outside try on the wing by Alexic. Goes wide right. And USA will take over with 3:25 left in the fourth. Keep in mind, there is no overtime. There is no shootout in these friendly competitions. The match can end in a tie. 3:17 to play here in the fourth. Here's McClintock. Cleary without the hat inside. The redirect from Benani. No goal, just pulled out in time by Piotlovic. Almost able to stuff that in on the redirect, but then a contra foul, and it'll turn over and come back to the United States with under 3 to play.
Yeah, you see Benani with a great drive, tries to go on the redirect and gets attacked by 2 Serbians. Contra foul called, and Team USA gets to retain possession.
McClintock will start things off. Ordinary called. Benani. Lob attempt, too much on it. Still in play, but no one there from the United States, and Pialovic can track it down. And now in transition, an exclusion will go against Brett Benani, and a timeout called by Serbia. So a power play opportunity coming here for the Serbians with 2:42 to play in the fourth.
You know, a lot of times you'll see that the defense punishes the shooter. So Brett Benani draws the foul at 5 meters, puts up the lob, and the defender immediately attacks him as the shooter, draws the exclusion. Great timeout for Team Serbia as they have a chance to take the lead with 2:42 left in the game.
Benani's been mixing it up with a couple of Serbia defenders, and sometimes the calls have gone his way the last couple of minutes, this time the exclusion.
Yeah, we'll see how the physicality, in my opinion and in my projection, is going to increase as the week goes on here, Greg, as we go to Cal, as we go to Stanford, as they train again and keep moving forward. Anytime you're in these common training situations, towards the end of the week, you'll see a little more physicality. Guys are trying to get sick of each other. Playing against the same guys over and over again will breed some of this physicality.
Serbia now on the power play here. Good look inside, redirect. Too many options for Serbia, and the one they pick goes into the back of the net. They've gone ahead 4-3 on the goal from Dusko Pialovic, burying that one, and it's a 4-3 lead for Serbia now.
That is my favorite 6-on-5 play. On the playground, we call that the boom boom. So they go right to the post, to the opposite post. Easy goal to see there, but you know, beautiful play to see. We've seen a lot of beautiful 6-on-5s this week so far from Team Serbia, and that was another one right there.
And now the onus on Team USA to battle back here, trailing 1. 2:31 to play in the match.
You know, Greg, anytime you can get to the ball of the post on 6-on-5, your percentages go up. Not only were they able to get the ball to the post, they were able to pass from the post to the opposite post, so the percentages get, you know, even higher there. So, you know, again, a beautiful play from Team Serbia. But again, 2:30 left, 4-3 lead. A lot can still happen here.
Here comes the United States. McClintock pressed down near mid-tank. Coming near side. Here's Cleary. Ordinary called. McClintock takes a look. Shot clock to 8. Ordinary called. Serbia heads the other way. And Team USA is going to dump this one aside and get back on defense. Although Serbia is ahead here. They'll get it live and start things off. Near side, and bad pass there to get Prelanovic set up.
See a lot of youngsters in the lineup now for Team USA. Bisconti, Carniglia, you know, Jackson Kimball, Ben Stevenson. So, you know, end of the game here, Coach Dovis is choosing to go young and give him this experience.
A near steal. It'll stay with Serbia. 1:36 to go. Shot clock about to expire. USA defense holds. And Team USA will take over. 1:32 to play, trailing 4-3.
2 left in the quarter, 1:32.
So
Here's McClintock.
Yeah, they'll get 2 possessions here, Team USA will, to try to tie the game at the very least. So important that they stay conservative and try to get a high percentage look here.
And here's a chance. Exclusion called on Serbia. 6-on-5 coming for the United States. Here's a power play try. Skip shot, save. Pialovic comes up with it. Exclusion there went on Alexic. And sides come even. 1:04 to go. Serbia controlling now. Ahead 4-3. They led 15-8 after an exhibition first half. They're ahead 1 now with less than a minute to play in the fourth here in Davis.
Team USA just needs to get a stop here, and they'll get a chance to tie the game. So important that they focus here on defense. Do not get excluded. Just get the stop so you can get the ball back and with a chance to tie.
Shot clock winding down. That pass tossed up. 3 seconds left. Outside try. Over the goal. Sibley lets it fly as it nicks the crossbar and goes out. It'll come back into the United States with 41 seconds to play. And about a 10-second differential here, shot and game clock as the United States works down for their likely last best possession here.
Yeah, and like we talked about with the new FINA rules, here's Visconti inside.
Entry inside and knocked away. Serbia comes up with the steal, but actually an ordinary was called.
Yeah.
Couldn't hear that among the crowd. So Visconti will get a chance to put this back out, and Team USA will have new life. 4-3 they trail. Crowd fires up a USA chant. McClintock takes a look. Outside try, saved. And it'll be gathered up by Serbia on the attempt there from Cleary from the outside, and Serbia can run out the clock. So Team USA with one last chance. Couldn't hit from the outside, and it was a close one here in this second half. Team USA hung all the way through with Serbia, but they'll come away winners 4-3. And this is the second of two exhibition games. This one here at UC Davis. And John, if we look just at this second half and played in traditional FINA rules, a nice bounce-back effort for Team USA, not just after last night, but after the first half as well, where they allowed a lot of goals. They kept things close, and you saw some strong defense from the Americans.
Yeah, they can take a lot away from this half. And again, Coach Jovicic going really deep into his bench. The guys we see at the end of that quarter and the end of that game are brand new to the national team, brand new to this level of play, so they're gaining invaluable experience for the future here tonight in UC Davis.
Let's look at some of the final stats here, and as we look back towards just the day as a whole, Slobodan Nikic with 4 goals, Andrea Prelanovic with 4 goals, John Mann with 3 for Team USA, but Ani and Bone hit on 2 as well. And the final here 4-3, and coming up next on Saturday, we'll be over in Berkeley at the University of California for a 3 p.m. start, and then finish things out on Sunday at Stanford University with a 3 p.m. start as well. As we close things out here from Davis, awesome atmosphere here, great crowd, a lot of fans turning out in this one for this USA-Serbia match. And your thoughts as we move away from match 2.
Yeah, we look to see the crowd and leaving behind us here, all around us. Standing room only the whole night here in Davis. So just a great crowd, great environment. Awesome to see this water polo experience here up north in the city.
So your final here, a 4-3 victory for Serbia. That's going to do it for